Saturday. So when you play on a Wednesday, your two most important practices are completely on the weekend. Not so much when you play on Tuesday. So today was our Monday. We went out in shoulder pads and helmets, spiders and helmets. We did what we typically do on a Monday, and we'll hit the ground running tomorrow with our Tuesday practice.
Is there like an ideal number of midweek games? More than 2, but like less than 8 or whatever the amount is?
Whatever they tell me to play. So honestly, I don't have. They said we got to play all 4 midweek games, but that's what we do. So. I do like the Saturday games just because I think it's just like last week. I think it gives the ability for the stadium to be full, and but again, you get a ton of national attention being on national TV too. So there's a lot of ways to look at it. Wherever they tell us to play, when they tell us to play, what day, we'll try to get ready and give our best efforts.
Where do you stand on the Friday games? You got one in late November.
I haven't even thought that far. So haven't had a Friday game in a long time. Was accustomed to them being at Virginia Tech on Thursday nights and Fridays. We had more than others just because that's, I guess, a tradition there. But just like I said, wherever they tell us to play, what time, we'll find a way to prepare our tails off and try to go compete to our very best and try to win the game.
Hey, Coach, the defense is playing with that, what you call it, swagger, like Savages, the last few games. How do you keep that going?
We've got an NFL roster right now with wide receivers in terms of we don't have a lot of depth. And what they do day in and day out, all our wide receivers that are playing right now, what they're doing day in and day out is remarkable. So my hat's off to them. And Melk's day is coming too here now. I mean, Malcolm's day is coming. He's always been consistent, 3, 4, 5 catches, but his time is coming here soon.
You kind of talked about Connor in the start there, the opening statement, but he's just been so good since the Old Dominion game, has not turned over the ball since then. 4 2-touchdown passing games in the past 5. Can you talk about his progression throughout the year and how he's played in the back end of the schedule?
I think just like I said, I think Connor's excellent. You knew as soon as we got done, actually the big transition really occurred after this game. Last year, we went down. We did not play well offensively. Connor was put in some bad decisions, made some poor decisions, and missed a wide open touchdown on the 3rd or 4th play of the game. And from that point forward, he became super disciplined. And from that point forward, he bought into taking the right footwork with the right body position, getting his eyes where they need to be. And is really from that point forward has really played at a high level. And I think this year he's improved even more. He's disciplined, he's tough, he's smart. He simply takes the right footwork with the right body position. He stays on rhythm. And, he goes from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 and hits his first open receiver. And, he's going to have to be a tough guy in this game. Both quarterbacks are going to have to be tough. Because there's 2 really good defenses that are going to be on this field here on Friday. So, and I expect nothing less. Their quarterback's going to play tough as hell, and ours.
Did your guys' game plan change at all, depending on which quarterback plays, and how do you prepare for possibly having one or the other?
Well, they both throw the ball extremely well, and they have their skill guys are excellent. So, to be able to stop the run and then control the explosion plays because they're wideouts, they can create them pretty quick. So we've got to stop the run and limit this explosion plays. That's always been the formula in this game. It's going to be whoever wins the turnover battle, whoever wins the explosion battle is going to win this game.
And then obviously you mentioned 2 years ago, big win at the Glass Bowl. You guys haven't won back-to-back games there since 1992, 1994, 30 years ago. How important for this program would having 2 wins in a row at Toledo be for you guys?
I had no idea that, so that's an unbelievable stat. So I no clue about that statistic. Um, Really not focusing on that. Obviously, this is an important ball game. It's got huge ramifications for the Mid American Conference run, um, and it's a rivalry game. So we're going to concentrate on having a great Monday, a great Tuesday, great Wednesday, great Thursday, Friday, and then go out there and let it rip, and we'll see what happens.
How does it feel to have this game back on a Saturday as opposed to midweek?
Oh, it's the best. I'm sure Jason would attest to this. I think this game should always be on a Saturday, and I would play it at noon. But 3:30 will work. But I think it's great. It's great for the Toledo community. It's great for the Bowling Green community. You're not fighting with a Tuesday or Wednesday worrying about work. I think the stadium, their stadium will be sold out. I know ours would be if it was down here. I think this is what a college football rivalry is supposed to look like. It's supposed to be on a Saturday.